Rabbonim and their ladies, distinguished guests, including all our young friends. I welcome you on behalf of the Men's and Women's Management Committees and the trustees of the Bet Midrash to this pre-launch gathering. All of you have in some way made a significant contribution in the very short time of the last 3 months towards the setting up of the Bet Midrash, both on these premises and at Ner Israel. This will provide an independent, modern yeshiva, STEM-orientated learning centre on both these premises, which will be led by Rabbonim who have spent major periods of time at Torah institutions in Israel. It is my very great pleasure to thank you all for coming and for your participation.
People can learn the Chavruta and prepare for shiurim on different topics and at different levels. We are seeing something very special in our community. It is becoming the norm now that many young people are spending time, when they finish their school, spending time in yeshiva or SEM in Israel. It used to be, many years ago, that to spend a year in yeshiva or SEM was a very special thing. Today, it's an expectation. A few years ago, when I was in yeshiva, and I'm not so old, to stay in second year was regarded a little strange. I was speaking to somebody last week, a returnee from yeshiva in Israel. He's just been there for 1 year. And he tells me that practically all his contemporaries in yeshiva are staying a second year. And I'm confident that this trend will continue and will occur also
in the history of Northwest London, the United Synagogue, Handon Synagogue, Ner Yisrael Synagogue. At this opening of the Beit HaMidrash. Why do we need another Beit HaMidrash in Northwest London? Are there not Beit HaMidrash in Northwest London?
Right, please, to say a few words.
Thank you, Sammy. Chief Rabbi Sachs, Ryan Troy, Rabbi Jakubowitz, Rabbonim, ladies and gentlemen. I've heard on many occasions at many different meetings in the community people speaking about leadership, need for leadership, training for leadership, young leadership, old leadership. On closer examination, I've usually found that the people who speak about it don't really mean that they want leaders at all. They mean they know somebody out there who needs to be led. This is generally called the leadership for Yenim syndrome in the community. In fact, Jewish history and the Tanakh itself is in many ways an account of the Jewish people being almost pathologically unleadable. We don't respond well to leaders who tell us what to do. We know that other people should be responding to them, but everybody is quite convinced he doesn't need to be led in any way at all. If we don't respond well to leadership, and we never have kings.
The topic of the Chief Rabbi's show will be the primacy of learning Torah. I give you the Chief Rabbi.
כבוד הרבנים. When Sammy said, come and give a share in the Beit Midrash, I thought, half a dozen people, maybe a dozen. I want you to do me a favor right now. Just look around you. Just look around you. People standing at the back. People hanging over the balconies. Hang on there. I want you to realize how tremendous things come from small beginnings. And I want you to know tonight is the small beginning. Because you have seen nothing yet. You know, the Gemara says that when, Gemara in Brachas, the Chav says when Rabban Gamliel was temporarily deposed because he wouldn't let people in to learn, they had to add 400 extra seats in the Beit Midrash. And you've just had to add 400 extra seats, and I can see by all the people at the back you'll have to add a few more. In fact, the only thing missing this evening is that the Gemara in Eruvin says that on one occasion, this is your beauty and your grandeur. The verse tells us that a sword is an ornament. So why didn't the sages agree with Rabbi Eliezer? That verse that says a sword is an ornament isn't talking about a sword. When the psalm says a sword, what's it talking about? Words of Torah. And at that moment, in the 3rd century, see, interested in Jewish survival, the only way to secure it is b'divrei Torah, by studying Torah. That is the first halacha. The second halacha is totally stunning. You know, there's a law that says that if accidentally, God forbid, you killed somebody, then you went, where did you go? You went to the city of refuge. And I used to be very worried about this law when I was principal of Jews College, because the question arises as follows. Supposing one of your pupils kills somebody accidentally, what's the law? And I will tell you, Talmid Shegal Aloyim Mikolot, a disciple, a pupil who is exiled to the city of refuge, Maglin Rabo Imo. His teacher has to go with him into the city of refuge. Why? Now listen. This is halacha in the Rambam, Hilchos Ritzeh. Because the Torah says that you shall provide city of refuge so that somebody who has been guilty of manslaughter shall live. V'chai. If a Talmud is not able to learn, that is not called living. And that is why a Talmud has to take his robe with him. Halachically, it is not called living to go without learning. I was excited. Because here was an Isarusa de la Sata, an awakening from below. I met with them and they said, Rabbi Sachs, tell me, would you create a base medrash for us? And I said, no. I said, you have to do it for yourselves. Because if I do it, or Rabbi Silberg, or Rabbi Kimchi does it for you, that will be an Isarusa de la Eila, an awakening from above, which will have no real effect. If you do it, it'll be an Isarusa de la Sata. It will be an awakening from below, from grassroots, that will have a lasting effect.
Rabbi, ladies and gentlemen, all those who have been preparing for today's inauguration of the Bet Midrash projects have been heartened and encouraged by the enthusiastic support which you, Chief Rabbi, have given to us. The very fact that you agreed to attend our first meeting was very gratifying, but what you had to say has been an inspiration to all of us to make the Bet Midrash succeed. Much needed publicity was given to us in the article by Rabbi Znaimer in last week's Jewish Chronicle, and he has clearly identified why the Bet Midrash was so necessary for Anglo Jewry. The encouragement given by our parents
same banu, the same banu, yetzer toy. I lay over the hope, I am a superhero, oh, I wabo. Oh, the same banu, yetzer toy. I lay over the hope, I am a superhero, oh, I wabo. Oh, the same banu, the same banu, yetzer toy. I lay over the hope, I am a superhero, oh, I wabo. The same banu, dai 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 dai